What is going on, you guys? This is going to be an educational video, not a spoof or anything like that. As TTMers, a lot of times we get cards that are personalized to Garrett, to Toby, to Big Sexy, whatever these athletes want to write you. And a lot of us don't like that. And, you know, people will say, oh, that's because you want to resell it. And that's not the case, at least for all. I hope to one day pass down my collection to my kids, and I don't want to give my kids a bunch of cards that say to Garrett. So we'll show you cards you can and cards you can't maybe move a personalization from. So the first card that I'm going to show you is something kind of like from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know what I mean? There's no gloss. This isn't a refractor of any type. Just a paper card. Cards like this you will not be able to remove any type of inscription from. Okay, so what you would need to remove inscriptions, I typically will use fingernail polish remover and a dry erase. So I'll show you on this one what I would normally do on a card to remove something, and I'll show you exactly how it's not going to work. So a dry erase marker, what you would normally do is come in here and you'd rub it in on top of the signature like that, and then you'd get a little cloth, like a little baby burp rag or something, a soft material, and then go over it. And you see, if you can get in there, how there is a big difference in where the signature was and how much it was able to take off. But you're definitely going to see that there was a signature there before. Even going on further on getting a little bit of fingernail polish remover and going back over it. And see, I just took the paint right off the card. So this is something you definitely do not want to do. So if you get a personalization on a card like this, you're kind of hosed. You're kind of stuck with it. Okay, so let's go to something like a refractor right here. Okay, these you definitely will be able to get off. What I like to do on all of mine is I like to start with a dry erase. Get in there. Rub it in, and you're not just going over it. I'm slightly, just ever so slightly pushing down. Get my baby burp rag, go back over it. Okay, so now you see that's pretty good so far, but you can still see a cloud all in there. So that's where you're going to get some of that fingernail polish remover. Go back over it, and there you go. So now you can't tell at all where that signature was on this card or that personalization. Okay, and there's some cards that are going to be better than others. These refractors, chromes are perfect. You can damn near always remove them. Okay, something here that is still glossy but more, I don't know, I'd call this part gloss, part paper. You know, it's not nearly as glossy as like a refractor or a prism. So these tend to work a lot as well. Once again, get your dry erase marker, go over it. Now I will tell you, you have to be extremely, extremely careful on the cards that you pick to do this on. Okay, there's a lot of these cards will not work, and it's just going to end up damaging your card. Okay, so if you can see that, there's still a cloud right here of kind of Sharpie residue. So once again, get our fingernail polish, go over it. And you can see, unlike that tops at the very beginning of the video, it's not removing the image from the card. And there you go. See, so where the signature was, it no longer is. And we'll do it one more example on this gridiron. What is this? Gridiron Performance or Gridiron, just Gridiron Football. Once again, my signature. In this example, I'm just trying to show y'all how quick and easy you could do this. Okay, there's still the residues left over. Now you could, I guess, technically totally skip the dry erase portion, but I don't like to do that. I've noticed in the past when I've done that, it has, sometimes I have to put a little bit too much fingernail polish on there. And just remember, that's kind of there's a lot of chemicals and such in those fingernail polish, and you don't want to damage your card too much. So you can see, absolutely perfect. So is how you remove these personalizations. As you know, both of these had my signature on them when we started, and this one had two. So it's that easy. I've said it already about 3 times in this video. Please, please, please be careful on the card, okay? There's some cards, even that they make today in the 2000s, that you will totally damage your card, okay? So just be very smart about what you decide to remove a personalization and what you decide to keep. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye.